Genuinely, wholeheartedly ask the people you care about, how are you? I don't have an incredible answer to how you can find more joy, success, or love in your life, but I do believe that sometimes the right question is more effective than any answer anyone is willing to give. I don't know about you, but I go days without my phone ringing, weeks without a knock at my door, and don't even ask me the last time I received a handwritten letter. At this point in time, I would settle for a thoughtful email. I don't know what bothers me more, how often telemarketers call me, or how seldom everyone else does. I honestly don't understand. It seems that regardless of the temperature outside, the world has become quite cold. Social distancing has expanded much further than 6 feet. It's hard to even engage in conversation these days. We all speak the same language, but it wouldn't matter. It seems like no one can talk to anyone. Because we focus way too much on our differences, we identify by all of our differences. How people vote, whether or not they get vaccinated, their religious beliefs, what news they believe, what channels they watch. So many of us have lost our faith in politicians, in scientists, in God. But the real detriment, the real destruction has come as a result of us losing our faith in each other, and sadly, in ourselves. We need to focus on the many things that we all have in common, universally. We all need food, water, shelter, sleep. We get sad. We get lonely. We want to be loved. We want to feel like we matter. We want to connect with others, create beautiful memories, and share those memories with others, because regardless of what your phone may lead you to believe, no one wants to be the only person in every single photo they ever take. Yet despite knowing everything I've just said to be true, there are people starving with a fridge full of food, because they hunger for purpose, they thirst for conversation. There are people who live in abundance, their homes are filled, but they feel empty. There are people who feel completely alone in crowded rooms because they just want someone, anyone, to look away from their phone and into their eyes to acknowledge that they exist. There are people in their warm, cozy homes that are frozen in place, trapped by their fears and anxiety. There are people with beautiful voices who suffer in silence. Everyone wants to be heard, but no one's willing to listen. I believe that so many of us want nothing more than for someone to just genuinely ask you, how are you? And then give you the time, the space, and the patience it takes for you to answer a seemingly simple question after being conditioned almost your entire life to think that they either don't really care or they just want you to ask them right back. I believe it's a matter of life and death. I know that 3 words, how are you, can change someone's life. Whether it's the person asking or the person responding. And I know that it takes only a few minutes to change someone's life entirely, because sadly, it takes only a few minutes for someone who feels alone, abandoned, and afraid to end their life. I learned this lesson the worst way it can possibly be taught. This is real life. This is not for dramatic effect. My 26-year-old niece, older than some of you here, my 26-year-old niece ended her own life. And everyone was shocked. Everyone always is shocked when it happens. Because everyone looked at her social media and thought she was perfectly fine. Smiles, giggles, yes queen, all that good stuff. Everyone thought she was perfectly fine, but you see, much like in my own life and perhaps yours, no one knocked on her door. No one took the time to call. No one took a moment to actually ask her, "How are you?" And as a result, no one can. So I plead with all of you here today, put your differences aside. Cease this endless arguing over the most trite things. Never, ever argue with people you love over what they think about strangers, because doing so will make you a stranger to everyone. And I have to tell you, even if you are the smartest person talking, even if you think you're right, I will tell you, as a grown adult, there is no point in being right if no one you love is left. Take a moment. Wield that amazing power you have of communication and connection. Use it to stay together and to be together. Ask the people you love, "How are you?" And if they don't feel comfortable answering, tell them how you're doing. Thank you.